Okay. Hold and buy. Good so far. Next up, we have Auburn National Bank Corporation. I think I've heard of these guys. I think I've heard of Auburn Bank. Why does that sound familiar? Like I've never seen one. I don't deal with one, but why does that sound familiar? Auburn National Bank Corporation operates as the bank holding company for Auburn Bank that provides various banking products and services in East Alabama. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why these guys sounded familiar, seeing as I have never lived within probably 500 miles of East Alabama, maybe even more. I feel like I've heard of them somewhere though. Were they in the news recently? I don't know. I might be thinking of something else. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting distracted. Companies' deposit products include checking. Okay, so yeah, I don't need to read about them. They're a bank. That's all you gotta know. So they are Auburn Bank. So they deal with money and lending and investments too, probably. Um, checking, savings, transaction. Again, I go right back to the description after saying I don't gotta read it. Uh, silly me. So yeah, lending, teller. Oh, I guess they don't do investments, or I don't see anything about investing. All right. So they're a bank. They're 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 basically a bank. Um, why don't I see the quarterly chart comparing estimates? Does it not have estimates? No. How can that be? Is there a I want to see historical data maybe? No. How do I see estimates if it won't show me? Statistics? Perhaps? No. No, although now that I'm in here and looking at these numbers, now that I'm in here and looking at these numbers, first thing I've noticed is that's a kind of a small float. I don't know if I've seen a company with so few shares before. And I say so few, and you're probably looking at this number as like 2.31 million. You think that's a few number of shares? Like, yeah, I kind of do. But then again, I guess that also kind of makes sense, seeing as it's a small regional bank. So you don't expect it to be this huge thing with a bajillion shares floating around and people trading them, a bajillion times a day. So that's fine. That's not too weird, I guess. I still want. I still want. All right, I don't know. Quarterly? You gonna be quarterly? Maybe it just doesn't have estimates, which isn't completely impossible for such a small company. It's just something that I haven't. Well, not that I haven't seen before, because sometimes Yahoo doesn't show you things because it's dumb. I'm just gonna insult Yahoo Finance during all of these. But yeah, I don't know why it's showing that. So really, all we have to work with is this chart here. Um, I mean, it's not unimpressive. They have earnings, so that's nice, I guess. Let's This is not a very active chart though, and I've said this before. I don't like stocks that don't have active charts, that are only trading as, because like you see, it's like, okay, we're trading, and then there's no trades for like 20 minutes, and then there's trades, and then 20 minutes, and then there's trades. That's very unusual. You always see that with these small cap, you know, not high float stocks, and it always worries me because it shows me there's not a whole lot of interest in it. Um, Sometimes you can gauge interest by going to these conversations and see how often people talk about something, and like, look, last post from an actual person was 3 months ago. Like, that doesn't look good to me. But as far as an actual company, I don't see anything bad or any red flags. It's just the popularity that worries me. Um, I mean, the chart kind of worries me too. This is very sideways and up and down, and I feel like this can go in any direction. Let's go take a quick look through these articles. Yeah, this ain't a bad company, but I'm also not terribly impressed. So this is textbook hold in my opinion.